Hello everyone, this is the video presentation for AIFA assignment. The topic being discussed is the scheduling problem for aircraft. So let's say there is an airport which wants to have 100 or maybe 200 aircraft take off in a single day. The airport cannot just do it because the airport has restraints. The airport definitely does not have an infinite number of runways or infinite amount of space. So it needs a certain schedule. It needs a certain series of paths in which the planes should take off so that it can have maximum efficiency as well as avoid collisions or safety lapse. So for this discussion, let's take an example of Prague Airport. So the Prague Airport looks something like this. This is the schematic, but it is too complex. So let's take this simplified version where we can see that it has three different runways and three exit points. These exit points are destination dependent. So let's say planes heading Asia will go through this exit point. Plane heading to Africa or Australia can go through this exit point. So it is a destination independent. So if I have a plane with a certain flight number, it will have a certain exit point it wants to go to. And the problem here is we want to have an optimal setup of runways and SID routes. SID routes are what connect exit points to the runways so that we can have maximum efficiency and can take off as many planes as we can, right? So this also has a lot of resource constraints, such as if the hangar is here and the plane is here, so it doesn't want to go to runway 06 since it is really far, and it would prefer runway 24 and runway 31 as it will be much effective. Also, if the plane wants to exit to exit point RAK and B, it can't go to runway 06 because it does not have any SID connected to this point. So can also will have to be 4 and 3 1. So let's see how we programmed it. So to program it, here we first listed all the runways we have, and then we want somehow give the program an idea of this graph we have. So for this graph, we create some data structures. So here we have the runway SID matrix where we have runway and SID, right? Runway as column, the SID as row, and then we map the relations. So runway 24 is connected to this SID. Runway 24 is connected to this SID. But runway 31 is not connected to this SID as well as this SID value here. Similarly, we can create a data structure like this, which is airport dependent. Also, then we create an exit point SID relationship that RAK exit point is not connected to any of the SID. The last, it is fully connected to this this RAK8F and RAK8. Similarly, HOD and HOLN are also programmed. Then we have RC.csv where you can see the resource constraint like flight 2134 wants to only go through runway 2431. It might be the case that the plane is currently stored in this hangar, so it would not much efficient to transport the plane over here and then have it to take off, right? And similarly, it also has its exit point predetermined, right? So we want somehow to select a runway from this and an SID from this, which leads to this exit point. Also, then for of the following aircraft, schedule.csv is our output. This can be assumed as our input, as here we input our flight data. So let's get to the code. So here we just input the pandas for handling of this Excel CSV file. These two are helper functions which can be discussed later. So in our main function, first we load up all the CSV data with the help of pandas, right? So we have all the data stored here. We have source constant data, the runway SID data, and so forth. We put all the data. Then this is a array where we will store our final output and then write it in the schedule. And we create a runway frequency, right? So in this runway, you'll have like this runway was used for 0 times, this runway was used for 0 times, this runway was used for 0 times. So we have a dictionary which is keeping track of how many times a runway was used, and using this we can help optimize our program. So first we load up the data of flight numbers, how many different flights we have, and then go through each one of them. So the first thing which we want to do is get a runway. So here we have a DFS type structure where we will select one runway, then go through the SIDs connected to it, find a SID which connects it to the HDO and are also in the. So here we enumerate through the flight and select a single flight, and then we load its data and find its runway, SID and exit point data. Now we will use the helper function, find SID connected, the first runway selected, right? So this runway is connected to which SID, and the exit which SID, right? So let's say my first runway selected here is runway 24. So what I want from the program, tell me, okay, I got HDO 8F, ADNO, and HOLN 8F and HOLN 8A, the SID which are connected, and also RAK 8F. So I want a list of these SIDs. Then I will enumerate these SIDs and find HDO 8F, does it connect the exit point I want? HOLN 8A, does it connect to the exit point I want? Once I have a certain pair, that this runway, this SID, this exit point, I can store them and use them, right? So I enumerate through the flight data, with the runway data, SID data, and find a set of the values, right? Now find all possible values, all possible combination of a specific runway, specific SID to that exit point I want to reach. Now, once I do that, I would check with the frequency function, frequency which is created here, right? And I would which of the runway was least used, right? Initially, all of them are zero, but it may happen that due to resource constraint, I have used runway 24 a lot of times, right? Let's say I have used it 10 times, whereas all other this one was used just twice. So if a certain resource constraint suggests that I can use either of them, I should prefer runway 26 as it had only two flights going through it, whereas the runway 24 have six flights going. So it would be better to have runway 06. So what we do is we find the one with minimum frequency and then have that one selected as the schedule, any one of them, SID to the specific exit point. So we'll search for that runway with minimum and then find all the different schedules which we found of that specific runway, select one of them, and keep on going through it. And once we are done, we want to save it. So the output, once you run the program, the output will save get saved in schedule.csv, right? So in this schedule.csv, we have text number, flight number, and what the program came up with. So for this flight, it selected, all right, runway 24, this SID, and the exit point required was reached. For this runway, this SID, the exit point required was reached. So this is how the program works, where we can schedule, right, using on the frequency. So we took a small data set of five planes, but even if it's 500, it would come up with the sequence of sequence the aircraft should follow. Thank you.
Hello, welcome everyone to our project which is related to aerospace department, and this assignment project is made for the coursework IFA, which is known as AI Foundation and Application course. This project focuses basically on helping the airline company to allot their fleet to operate in certain number of cities for the with their maximum profit. So for input, we ask the companies the cities in which they want to operate, and the certain sequences, number of sequences which is affordable for them with their cost and operating hours. So let me explain what this table means. This is our input table. This table means for going from New York to Buffalo, 1 means there is a flight in sequence 1 which will go from New York to Buffalo. In sequence, if we select sequence 2, there is no flight. Sequence 3, no flight. Sequence 4, a flight, there is no flight. So what the company generally wants is to provide very flexible customer service, which means from each city to each city, there should be at least one flight in their operation. That's one constraint, that there should be at least one flight going from one city to another city. Okay. First of all, we are changing this city to city data and changing this two flights to one and one flights only, because we need to at least one flight from one city to another city. And if we can satisfy our constraint by keeping not two flights, just one flights everywhere, this will highly reduce the fleet cost of the company. So this data transformation we are doing here, we are changing every variable which is greater than 1 to 1. Okay, now let me explain how this works. So this we are taking as a matrix which is equals to A. We are taking our decision variable y, which will be of length 8, and this is because there are 8 sequences, and we need to tell the variable y will basically consider true or false for each element. So if the variable y is equals to 1 1 1 1 0 etc., this means that first 4 flight sequence together can make the company maximum profit and can satisfy that at least one flight is available for each city to each city, which is mentioned here. So this is our decision variable. This is, we are creating a matrix A. Now let us see how we can model our problem for the CSP. So according to this decision variable A, if we want at least one flight from New York to Buffalo, if we take the example here, New York to Buffalo, at least one flight, then we need to select either sequence 1 or sequence 4 or sequence 7. So that means y1 plus y4 plus y7 will be greater than equal to 1. Similar, these things we can generalize for all this cities and circuits given. So basically this can be represented as this matrix A, this thing, into y. This matrix A into y should be greater than equal to a matrix 1. And why this is 1 will be a matrix? A is a matrix of 10 into 8. Y is a matrix of 8 cross 1. So 1 should be a matrix of 10 cross 1. Basic matrix rules. That's why we need to apply this constraint. We will use a solver for this, which is known as CVXPY solver, for solving this matrix operation and constraints. So main objective of our program is to minimize the cost. So let us define a function z which we need to minimize, and function z will be the total cost of the operation. So for example here it is given that for operating sequence 1 the cost will be $5,000, for 2 $4,000, 3 $4,000. So for minimizing the total cost, the z function can be transformed to 5y1 plus 4y2 plus 4y3 and so on till 3y8, and we need to minimize this, and this minimization is done using cvxpy solver with code. The code here, this is just importing the data, this is making the table, schedule is the table, or which is known as the A matrix. As you can see, A is matrix made from schedule. Cost is an array of cost. Basically, cost is also a row vector from the cost, uh, from all the cost values from here. This is a row vector. Hours is also a row vector from the hours which is present. This is all inputting the data. Here we apply our method that if there is any variable greater than 1, then that should be changed to 1. Now let us see how we are solving this. So we are defining a matrix A from schedule, C from cost, B is a matrix np dot one's length A. So let me show you what is B. So B is equals to this 10 cross 1 matrix. This is equals to B, and this is equals to the length of A, which is 10. So this is a matrix B. Why we are defining as the decision variable, this is the way of defining decision variable in cvxpy. We have imported cvxpy as cp, so we are defining y with the length c is the length of the variable, and boolean we are initializing everything true. Y length c, because cost is having 8 length, thus y is also having 8 length, so we have referenced this. So first we are defining our objective. We need to minimize c cross y, which c at the rate y, which just means that we need to minimize this. Z is c at the rate y, which means multiply each element of c with y. This is the meaning of this, or you can take it as c if is a row vector and y is a column vector, then multiplication of the matrix. So c, this is our objective, to minimize c at the rate y. The constraint is that a at the rate y should be greater than equal to b. This means that A, which is this matrix, y is the decision variable, greater than equal to 1, which I explained it here that at least one flight should be available for each circuit. So that is represented using A at the rate y greater than equal to b. This is our constraint. So similarly, we will make a problem object in which using cp we will tell our objective and constraint. We will use a solver in the cp, which is glpk dot slash mi. This will solve our thing and tell means update the values of y. So we are printing y dot value. Here the y dot value is printed as 1 1 1 0 0 0 0 0, which means that the solver is saying 1 comma 1 comma 1 0 0 0 0 0. This means that we should only select the first 3 sequences 1 2 3 for satisfying our constraint that at least one flight should be available for each circuit and for the minimum cost. So as you can see in the first 2 3 sequence, we have one flight available for each and every circuit, and the cost here is minimum as told by the solver. So this is a project and we can also add more constraints to this in our future work. We can also integrate hours constraint with cost constraints, and thus we can expand our project and make it something more interesting also. Thank you.